On this week's EchoDrops, we have Mark Butler. Enjoy.
Hi there and welcome to EchoDrops. I'm loving this initiative and I hope you're finding value in it as well. There's a question I've been asked and it's about relational intelligence as a key to human connection and how is it different from emotional intelligence and why do I believe that it matters for leaders today? I think relational intelligence is the capacity to establish, to grow and to manage human relationships in ways that are purposeful and productive. So while EQ, emotional intelligence, is a foundational capacity and capability. It's the ability to recognize, understand and manage our own emotions and then those of others in our environment. Relational intelligence goes another step further again, and it applies that awareness intentionally within the context of relationships. So I always say that performance lives actually in what happens between people. Where EQ might ask, how do I feel and how do others feel? Relational intelligence asks, what's needed here to create trust, connection, and maybe alignment in this moment? And why does this matter for leaders today? Well, because the workplace has become more complex, more disrupted, and more interdependent, possibly than ever before. And in an environment marked by volatility and ambiguity, it's relational capability, not that positional authority, that enables a leader to motivate and influence and unite teams, and even across different generations. So the most effective leaders are not those who merely read the room, they're the ones who are actively shape it. They cultivate psychological safety because they understand how trust and belonging will fuel discretionary effort. They practice deep listening and adaptive empathy, not because it's fashionable, but because it's actually functional. And this echoes the work of experts like Dr. Amy Edmondson, who's shown how psychological safety underpins team performance. Timothy Clark, whose 4 stages of psychological safety model helps leaders move from inclusion to innovation. It's a really useful model, actually. If you don't know it, check it out. Relational intelligence also complements the ideas of Jen Marr, whose emphasis on human connection in crisis situations reminds us that empathy is action. It's an action, not an idea. Then you've got Zach Mercurio and Zach's research on purpose, Simon Sinek's advocacy for starting with why, and Stephen Shedlecki's work on speak up culture. They all converge on this one idea. People perform best when they feel safe, they feel seen and they feel significant. Mark C. Crowley adds another dimension, arguing that heart-led leadership isn't soft, it's actually smart. And this kind of leadership aligns with the principles in the model code of practice that here in Australia we have to actually adhere to now, psychological safety and psychosocial safety. It's managing psychosocial hazards because it's not about risk mitigation, it's about fostering work design and symptoms and systems that center human connection. When people feel relationally safe and seen, they not only perform better, but they stick around longer, they engage more deeply, and they speak up earlier. In short, relational intelligence is the future of leadership because it's the mechanism through which the psychological conditions for teams to thrive.